Okay, so what I was saying is I just control right clicked and I went to 2 UVs. I changed my face selection to UVs and I moved it up. And now I've got 2 different shells for the arm. That's important so that I can unwrap it. And in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a new planar projection on this because I don't really like how that is. I can line it up a little bit better, or maybe a lot better. So I click apply. I got this UV projection. I need to rotate it. Yeah, so like that looks pretty good right there. So I rotated it in X. I'm going to rotate it in X just a little bit at a time until I see that it looks unwrapped right there. Now it looks really good. And then while I've got this, I'm going to go ahead and to UV perimeter. I'm going to shift and drag over the entire mesh. Go to my unfold tool. I have to make sure I deselect these ones. You always want to double check that you have the UV selection that you think you do. So that using that UV perimeter didn't really work how I wanted it to. So I'm going to control right click to shell border, shift click over the entire thing, and I'm just going to try relaxing this time. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now I need to do the same thing with this other part of the arm. Going to do a planar projection. Change my height and width. Rotate my X. Now, it actually probably would be ideal to just reference the value I used for the other one. So after this planar projection 5, if I just copy this value, Control C copy, and paste it on the rotate X there. For some reason it's pasted in the wrong place. Press enter. Then I've got the exact same rotation. That's good. And I need to move this up into its own space. And this one I'm going to have to do a little bit different because the UVs right here on the border, these faces aren't being given enough texture area. So I'm going to switch to UV mode. I'm going to select these one at a time and pull them out. Give them enough space. Okay. I'm going to control right click to shell border, shift, drag over the entire thing, switch to my smooth UV tool. Maybe. Oh, don't die on me. Okay. That was a narrow escape. Then just click relax. That's good. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go back to my translate tool. I'm going to go to shell. And I think with these it might be easiest if I just lay them right on top of each other. That way when I paint one half, the other half automatically picks up on it. And that probably is not a good idea for a show, but for a video game it's a great idea. Now the last piece we've got is the leg. So I'm going to go back into edge mode one more time. And the leg's kind of tricky because it has this toe sticking up. And I think I'd like to do the bottom of the feet separate. So I'm going to select those. Okay, and I've cut them. I'm going to go to my UV shell tool, select it. It's my planar projection, and I'm going to just try best plane. Let's see what this does. Click apply. Change my projection width and height to 5. Okay, that worked out pretty good actually. So move that up and out of the way. I only did that because I know that I want to texture the sole of the foot differently. Okay. Now let's cut the rest of this up. Go to edge mode again. Cut it. So normally you'd want to choose an inconspicuous place like this. But experience tells me that this is not going to unwrap very nice if I do it that way. So I think what I'll do instead, I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to cut it here. And I'm going to cut it on top as well. So that worked out nice. Except I got too much selected. These are already cut. It's not going to hurt to cut them again. Cut. Okay, so now I can project each half individually. I'm going to go to bounding box. I'm going to choose X. Click apply. Change this projection width and height to 5. And I need to rotate this around on X. I lied. We don't need X this time. We need Z, it looks like. Need a little bit of Z. And we need to edit Y. Okay, so there, that's good. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into UV mode, to UV, to shell, border. I'm going to shift and drag over the entire thing to invert the selection. I wasn't in UV mode though, so I need to switch to UV selection mode. I invert that selection and relax it a little bit. Okay, some of these didn't turn out that great. Need to manipulate them manually. Give them appropriate amount of space. Okay, to shell border. Shift drag over the shell. Switch back to my. There we go, that looks better. I think one final tweak on this piece right here. Give that a little bit more texture space. Okay, now I need to do the same thing to the other side of the leg. So I'm going to go to UV shell, select this. Project. This is the last one I'm going to have to do. Change these to 5. And then check out these values. Copy that value for my UV projection right before it. Paste it here. Press enter.